Do you think I'm cute, Private Pile? Do you think I'm funny?
Sir, no, sir.
Then wipe that disgusting grin off your face.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, any time, sweetheart.
Sir, I'm trying.
The very people who keep us safe ought to be honored and protected and praised by Democrats and Republicans alike. It is time to stop the rhetorical assault on law enforcement. Because here's what happens. Because here's what happens when Democrats, like Gavin Newsom did, say that these people are part of an authoritarian government. When the left-wing media lies about what they're doing, when they lie about who they're arresting, when they lie about the actual job of law enforcement, what they're doing is encouraging crazy people to go and commit violence. You don't have to agree with my immigration policies. You don't have to agree with Donald Trump's immigration policies. But if your political rhetoric encourages violence against our law enforcement, you can go straight to hell, and you have no place in the political conversation of the United States of America.
The commentary paints Vance as one of the few leaders willing to confront what conservatives see as a double standard. When right-wing violence happens, the media calls it terrorism. But when left-wing violence happens, it's downplayed, excused, or ignored. The speaker argues that Antifa should be officially treated the same way as ISIS or Al-Qaeda, with real federal crackdowns, raids, and prosecutions. There's also a lot of frustration expressed at Democrats and progressive media figures who are accused of fueling hostility toward law enforcement by constantly portraying ICE and police as villains. The claim is that this rhetoric directly inspires unstable individuals to commit violent acts, and therefore politicians and journalists who spread it are morally responsible for the bloodshed. The second half of the clip turns toward media and cultural battles. Joy Reid is singled out for saying J.D. Vance only got into Yale because the university wanted an Appalachian white instead of another privileged Northeastern male. That remark is portrayed as a form of reverse affirmative action and as racially divisive rhetoric. Vance's counterattack, posting a meme response that went viral with millions of views, is highlighted as a cultural win, showing that he can beat the mainstream media at their own game by using humor and bluntness. Tucker Carlson's labeling of Reid as Radio Rwanda is also invoked, suggesting that the rhetoric coming from liberal commentators is dangerous and inflammatory in its own way. Overall, the entire segment frames J.D. Vance as a warrior figure in today's political climate, unafraid to call out violence from the left, quick to defend law enforcement, and skilled at using memes and direct language to win online battles. The tone is highly emotional, combative, and clearly sympathetic to Vance, painting him as a voice of truth against a dishonest and radicalized left. The takeaway is that America is facing escalating political violence, almost entirely from the left according to this narrative, and that only strong leaders like Vance are willing to recognize it and demand action. The clip I just went through is an intense mix of politics, media drama, and raw emotion. It begins almost theatrically, with a reference to a drill sergeant-style confrontation, then shifts quickly into a very heated defense of J.D. Vance. The central issue is a reported shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas. According to the narrator, the shooter wasn't just randomly violent, but was politically motivated, with anti-ICE slogans allegedly carved into the bullets and an online identity full of communist and Antifa symbols. He's described as a left-wing extremist with a criminal record and connections to Democrat donations, and all of this is framed as undeniable proof that America is facing organized left-wing terrorism. From this perspective, J.D. Vance's strong reaction, saying Democrats who encourage violence against law enforcement should go straight to hell, is positioned as both courageous and absolutely necessary.